The absent moment. The mall was alive with light and sound, cameras flashing. Fans cheering, reporters jostling for space. It was the launch of absent MewSuppasit's newest single, one that had already stirred hearts online for its haunting lyrics about love, distance, and devotion. But only one person truly understood the song's meaning, Tull. For 3 years, Tull had been Mew's quiet anchor, his laughter in chaos, his calm through the glare of fame. They had kept their relationship mostly private, bound by unspoken understanding and mutual respect. Yet today, the world was about to see what love, real love, looked like when it refused to stay hidden. As the press conference reached its peak, Mew stood before the crowd, a microphone trembling slightly in his hand. His smile was steady, but his heartbeat was a storm. Absent, he began, his voice soft yet charged. Isn't just a song, it's a story about someone who became my reason for everything, my music, my peace, my courage. The crowd hushed. Tull, standing among the team members near the stage, looked up, his eyes already glistening with curiosity and something deeper. Mew took a deep breath and continued. For 3 years, I've had someone who stood by me through everything, even when the world expected him to step aside. But love doesn't stay silent forever. Then, in one smooth motion that silenced them all entirely, Mew stepped down from the stage and walked toward Tull. Cameras followed him. The background music swelled, the instrumental of Absent looping softly, the melody like a heartbeat. When he reached Tull, he smiled, every trace of his public persona melting away. This wasn't the superstar speaking, this was Mew, the man in love. He knelt. Gasps rippled through the crowd, echoing under the glass ceiling of the mall. Tull froze, his hands trembling, eyes wide with disbelief and love. Mew's voice broke slightly as he spoke into the mic, now directed only at Tull. 3 years ago, you said you didn't care if the world never knew, that loving me was enough. But today, I want the world to know. Absent was never about distance. It was about how love fills every space, even when we can't name it out loud. He pulled a small ring box from his pocket. Tull, you are my song, my home, and the only person who's ever made me feel truly seen. Will you marry me? For a moment, everything stopped, even the fans seemed to hold their breath. Then Tull nodded, tears spilling freely as he whispered, "Yes, Mew, 1,000 times, yes." The mall erupted in applause and tears. Cameras flashed, fans screamed. And yet, in the center of it all, 2 men held each other, no longer absent, no longer hidden, but finally fully seen. And as the music rose behind them, the refrain of Absent echoed softly through the speakers. The gentle devotion. After the world watched Mew's public proposal, life for the couple changed, not because of fame, but because love had stepped fully into the light. And when Mew decided to enter monkhood for a period of spiritual reflection, Tull embraced the role of fiancé not with spectacle, but with steady grace. Tull took charge of the ordination arrangements with the quiet precision that only someone deeply in love could manage. Every detail, from the saffron robes to the ceremonial offerings, was chosen with care. He spent days visiting temples, consulting with monks, and ensuring that the event honored Mew's spiritual journey. On the morning of the ordination, Tull arrived early, dressed in simple white, a symbol of purity and humility. He greeted guests, coordinated with temple staff, and guided Mew's family with gentle warmth. But when Mew appeared, a head freshly shaven, draped in white robes, Tull's composure faltered for a moment. His eyes glistened with pride and reverence. He bowed deeply, not just to honor the ritual, but to honor the man he loved, the man choosing stillness in a world that demanded so much of him. Throughout Mew's monkhood, Tull was there quietly. Faithfully, he brought offerings, cleaned the alms bowls, and sat through long meditations without complaint. He didn't seek attention or recognition. His devotion was wordless, carried in the way he waited patiently at the temple gate every morning, just to catch a glimpse of Mew during alms rounds. People whispered about how remarkable he was, how rare it was to see such gentle steadfastness in love. But Tull didn't see it as remarkable. To him it was simple. Loving Mew meant supporting every version of him, the artist, the public figure, and now the monk seeking peace. When Mew finally completed his monkhood and returned to lay life, Tull was there at the temple steps. He didn't rush to embrace him. Instead, he smiled softly, eyes glistening. "Welcome home," he said, his voice quiet but trembling with feeling. And in that moment, Mew realized that while he had spent his days learning detachment and stillness, Tull had been his living example of both all along. Their bond had transformed, not louder, not grander but deeper.